Do you compare yourself to others? Are there parts of your body that you don't like? Or perhaps do you struggle with accepting your body as a whole? Did you know that 1 out of every 2 teenagers does not like the way that they look?
Personally, a part of my body that I don't like are my thighs.
One of my biggest insecurities are actually my boobs. I'm very uncomfortable having a big chest.
I've always had this kind of weird relationship with my body.
If you don't look good enough, you feel like people will judge you for that.
So what is body image? Body image actually has nothing to do with what you look like in reality, but it's all about how you perceive yourself and how you relate to your body. So what emotions do you feel when it comes to your body? Are you at peace with yourself? Do you feel judgmental and critical towards yourself? Are there things that you do that make you feel bad about yourself, like wearing a bathing suit, for example?
I used to be really scared to wear bathing suits just because I thought I was big.
I would try to eat and sleep and do physical activity as much as I could in order to have this appearance.
Or anytime I went out with friends, I got so anxious about how I looked, how my hair was looking that day.
I have the thick thunder athlete thighs that are like muscular, they're not really fat, but still when I go shopping for jeans, for example, it makes it hard to find like a good fit one.
So having a positive body image doesn't mean loving every single thing about yourself or thinking that you're perfect, but it does mean being able to have a certain level of acceptance for yourself. So being able to take care of your body, to listen to its needs, and being able to be kind and respectful to yourself.
I'll call myself fat, or like sometimes I think my hair isn't pretty enough because I don't fit into a certain beauty standard.
We have to be this handsome, because if not, well, we're failures.
I would wake up and look in the mirror and I just hated what I saw.
So during each period of history, humans have used very specific criteria to define what it means to be attractive. So people have always done this to come up with a type of recipe for what beauty means. Since the early 2000s, our society has been focused on the idea that being attractive means being thin or having big muscles. So as a society, we put a lot of weight into what it means to be attractive. So we associate beauty with happiness, with money, with power, with self-control. We attribute much more meaning to it than just how you look. So we need to be aware that these beliefs are perpetuated by an industry that makes a lot of money out of people's insecurities, who profits from the idea that if we change our appearances, we will be happier. Social media is an easy way to target us and to show us images of what we should look like. So we can get bombarded with images of the ideal model of beauty and start to get obsessed. It's a pressure that's very difficult to resist. So if you tend to follow a lot of accounts that promote certain messages about beauty or body image, you're going to be exposing yourself more to certain messages and potentially putting yourself more at risk to feel badly about yourself.
For me, I would often open my feed to these people that would photograph beautifully. I would compare myself, I would condemn myself for not being as pretty as these people, not being as photogenic, not being as stylish.
I used to be really self-conscious about posting myself on social media because I just didn't think I was pretty enough to be posting.
I tend to compare myself physically to people when there's like a group picture and everyone's in the photo and I look at what like my friends look like versus what I look like.
We all see movies and TV shows and Instagram and whatever, and there's these characters that look so pretty and so handsome. I've always felt like I needed to look like them.
So what can you do to improve your body image? So one of the first things is to recognize that your relationship with your body is complex. It's okay for there to be parts of your body that you don't love or don't appreciate as much, but it is important not to overly focus on them or to scrutinize them. There are all types of different bodies in this world. We all have a different genetic background, and that is the beauty of it. So it's important to recognize that part of the pressure that we experience comes from society, which can give us the message that there's only one way to be attractive, which is something that's not true at all. Try not to compare yourself to other people, especially if you notice that you tend to feel worse off afterwards. I would also suggest that you go through your social media accounts and ask yourself whether the accounts that you're following are ones that make you feel good about yourself. Seek out accounts that promote body acceptance and have messages that you find helpful. Remember that a lot of images that we see online are not realistic. It's also very very important to develop your critical thinking skills and to allow yourself to question what you see online, especially if it seems too good to be true. Pay attention to your inner voice and how you talk to yourself about your body. Try to cultivate an inner voice that is kind and respectful towards yourself and that appreciates your body for what it is. Try to be open with people about how you're doing, especially if you notice that you're struggling.
Beyond my body, I like that I have the ability to just persevere and my determination to persevere.
Something I really like about myself is that I'm a kind person. I believe in kindness.
Everybody has a different set of beautiful features, and everybody's beautiful in different ways.
If there's something that I can say I'm really proud of right now, is that I really like who I am, and not because I'm trying to be someone that I'm not.
Try to identify parts of yourself that are important to you and that you value. Ask yourself, what makes me me? And remember that you are much more than your appearance.